Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Perkins-Sturdivant, and this is Activity 5.1, Assessment Ideas for Learning. So these three stuck up to me the most, and they were most beneficial simply because of the fact that I felt like it gave students the opportunity to be in charge of the classroom and be in charge of what they're learning, in a sense. And I just felt like it just put the students in the best position to learn. Here's a quick breakdown of what I thought assessment for learning versus assessment of learning. I pointed out for assessment for learning was things like formative assessments, which is a variety of different things, different forms of testing and things of that nature. Check-in is something that I was introduced to last year with when it came to behavior. Having check-ins with students to let them know their progress or where they stand academically or anything like that. The early warning system, that's basically something where you're letting the student know this is where they are before they fall too short, as far as their GPAs or anything of that nature, or in my sense, behavior. If they get to the point where they're not doing too well behavior wise, and they need a warning, in a sense, to let them know they got to get back on track. And when you do those type of formative assessments, it helps build their confidence as well as it maximizes their achievements because they actually know what they're reaching for. Assessments of learning, testing, which was one of the scariest things for me as a student myself. I always put myself in that percentile of like, oh man, I gotta make this certain percentage, or like I mentioned here, tests that determine critical instructional decisions. If I don't get this certain GPA, I may be put out of the school, anything like that. So those are the few things that, some more things that stuck out to me in the readings. How technology might support these ideas. Technology puts students in, real life situations. It allows them to, sharpen their minds and their skills with using technology, which they will be doing in their everyday lives. In the professional world, technology is maybe the most important thing. A lot of the requirements for jobs is that you're efficient in Microsoft Word, you're efficient in Microsoft Excel, you're efficient in all these other things involving technology. So why not teach them how to, get through school through technology? Because once they graduate from school and get a job, it's going to be focused mostly on technology. So one technology you have used to successfully assess students, and what was the value of the technology? So this past season, I coached high school football at McKinley, and my guys were kind of struggling with behavior as well as with their grades. So if you could see here, I have the Excel. I put out a screenshot of the Excel spreadsheet that I drew up. So basically, the green, of course, means they're good. They're in good standing. Their grades are up to par or behavior. The first one is grades. The second one is behavior. As you can see, we had a lot of guys who were struggling academically, which is the reason why I brought up this. I used this resource so they could actually sit there and see where they stand, so that there will be no questions asked when things transpire. So, this was just a great tool that I used. I felt like it helped tremendously. This is something that I introduced to the basketball team at my school as well. That I will introduce to the baseball team, golf team, swimming team, any team. But from my personal experience, it really helped my guys prepare for the playoffs and understand that they had to have their grades up to par. So I guess that was the early warning system, or the different types of assessments with getting kids to know where they stand. So here are my references, and that's it. This is probably like my 100th take. This is a cool type of software that we get to use. I'm excited about it, and I hope I was clear. I hope you guys learned something, and that's it, man.